Hey tubers, it's Saturday night. What is it? Hold on. Let's see. The 28th of September. I think it's around. Hang on. It's around 10 p.m., 10:10, I think. We'll verify that here in a minute. But first you had to put a seal coat over the oak. No, let me rephrase that. Let's go out in the garage, but this is what I'm done, and it needs another coat. So you can see it. So it's a vanity kit for natural wood vanities that are varnished or finished from the factory. So first what you got to do is you got to wash it down with with a pad, scrub pad, and get it all clean. And then once you get that done, you got to let it sit for an hour. Then you got to wipe it down with a damp rag, and then you get to put this on. Okay, and we had this tinted just pure white. Okay, then this is the color that we picked. What is it? Light. There it is, right there. What is it? Lilac? Blue? Lilac? Lilac? I don't know. Wife picks out the colors. I just paint them. But you see the doors and the drawers need another coat. I couldn't get in here, so I'm going to let it thoroughly dry, and then we'll give it the second coat. See, and this is a Scotch-Brite pad. And I was sitting over there, I couldn't remember. You scrub it down, the glosser with a Scotch-Brite pad. So you let that sit after you scrub it down with that for an hour. Then you come back and wipe it down with a damp cloth, and then once that's painted, then you put the bonding coat, or the bond coat, on it, and you let that sit for 2 to 3 hours. And that was dinner time here, and so then once that was done, then I got everybody fed and out of here because it's family dinner night. Pat comes up with his troop, and then I was able to sit there, and I just finished. I started on the doors and the drawers out here, and I just finished and cleaned the brush up and got this. So I'll let it dry tonight, and then tomorrow we'll do a second coat. I will paint the inside of the cabinets and the drawers, just a white, a semi-gloss white, and then we'll put this back together, okay, and cover it, and then we'll start on the flooring. We'll get the floor in, and then the base is all going to be white, just like it is out here. White, and then the gray, and then the baseboards are white, and so that'll be white. And let's see, where is it? And this is the color she's looking at. So, but when we left Home Depot the other day, watch this. She picked up a whole bunch of different books, and she's going through it, and I think the wall color is going to change. So yeah, it's 10:05 tonight on Saturday, September 28th. So that's, oh man, excuse me, that's where we're at. And when I have more, which will be second coat tomorrow, and then we'll wait and clean, mop the floor one more time, and then we'll put start putting the flooring in, and we'll have to trim up the corners, and I'll show you that when we get ready to do that. So when I get more, I'll turn this back on later. Morning tubers, it's Monday morning, September 30th, and yesterday these got a second and a third coat, so they're all done. So I'm going to let them dry, and so did the frame of the cabinet. So today we're going to get started on the floor. Got a few tools to break out for that. And got to scrape and clean it a little bit. And then then we'll get going on that. So when I get more, I'll turn it back on later. Hey guys, to get the floor tile underneath the door trim, but you gotta still keep it about a quarter of an inch away from the wall. You could cut the tile to get it to fit there, or flip it over. You could use an oscillating saw, and that's what I'm going to do. So here we go. Put it up here so you get a high enough cut. So, yeah, now we get a screwdriver and start digging this out. Got a little to do more over here. My big head's probably in the way. You guys can't see anything. So then, come back, and you see how it fits. Okay, gonna need a little bit more here. So, see, and then that's the way it is. So then all you do is lay a bead of caulk down underneath and we're good to go. So I gotta get a little wood chisel and get a little bit more out of there. When I get more, I'll turn this back on later. There you guys. Looks like we're starting on the tile. This morning I took a carb cleaner and scrubbed the flange down and wiped it down. Then we vacuumed the floor with the shop vac, and Vanity's looking good with the second coat on it. So we do the floor, then we do the trim to hold the floor, then we'll paint the baseboards and the new trim, get most of our caulking done, and then we'll let that set for a couple of days, and then we'll do the walls. Still figuring out what we're going to do for the light fixture. Haven't gotten that totally settled yet, but that's where we're at. So when I get more, I'll turn this back on later. Okay, this is 2 ways that I'll lay out this tile floor. And the first way is the proper way that I've been taught, is that you find the center of the room, and then you find the center of the tile and you start off, so then that way when you get to the wall on either side, that the pieces that you'd have to trim towards the wall would be equal. And that's well fine and good for a big room, but this is just the bathroom. So what we're going to do, we're going to start here at the threshold. Now here's a full piece of the vinyl flooring, and they say keep it a 1/4 inch, so these are my 1/4 inch blocks off the wall for expansion. So then what we'll do, hang on guys, so what we'll do is we'll sit there and we'll measure what the threshold piece is to bring me to the 1/4 inch out, and then we'll start with full pieces going all the way down. By the time you get to the other opposite wall, you'll never notice it with the toilet sitting there and everything else on how big or how small that trim piece up against the wall, even under the vanity, because it'll be under the vanity by a good couple of inches. So this is how I started up, did the one upstairs, and it came out nice. I'll bring the camera up there and show you, but this is the way this one's going to be done. Again, if you've got a big, large room and you want it to look uniform, you find the center of the room, center line of the room, and you find the center line of the tile, and then you just start laying your flooring going to the left and then to the right, and then that way your trim pieces up against the wall will be equal. So when I get more, I'll turn this back on later. Hey tubers, this is where we're at. Starter was really a bear, but as you can see we got it. But now we're up to the last, say 1, 2, 3 pieces, and then underneath the vanity, that thin strip there. So when I get more, I'll turn this back on later. Hey tubers, all done. Took a good part of the day. And again, you couldn't even tell the way the floor flows and what I cut and what I didn't. Ended up cutting a piece there, and had to cut a 3-inch strip going along the baseboard. So I ended up with 2 thin cuts, and the rest were all just so you didn't get the joints to line up as you were laying it. But tomorrow we will put down the shoe base that'll go around the molding. I got that here. This is shoe base. There's the profile for the end. And it'll go around and hold the floor down. And then we'll caulk and start painting the trim white. White still hasn't picked out a color, so, but I'm happy with it. It's done. Maybe we'll have this bathroom back together by the weekend. Getting tired of climbing the stairs going to go to the John. So that'll be it for today. I'm going to sit down and take my shoes off, maybe pop open a cold one and try to figure out which way's up. So you guys have a good evening. Later. I guess I got my second win. It's Tuesday night. So, again, hold on. I'm not going to put this up there, but let's see if we can get it. The wife does not like this light fixture, okay? Not one bit. So, here's what we're doing. You know, those were closely spaced together. This was, what is it? How many? That's 4, 5, 9 light fixture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 light fixture that came with the house. And it was in that bathroom, and I saved it. We were talking about maybe doing a 5er, and so we cut it off here. Here's where the mounting to the plate and everything else is. So we're thinking of cutting it off here. Here's the chrome that fits on the outside of it. That when you mount it, see, okay, you got an idea? All right. And then, hold on. Hang on. And then these are the little chrome rings that go around it. They're dirty and it's all get out because they've been sitting here. So, I was talking to Richard, my buddy, he's an electrician, and he said, come on down Thursday. He's been thinking we're going down Thursday. He didn't say come on down. He said, talking about going down Thursday. That's where it mounts to the box and where it is. Center is right here. So I got to talk to Richard and see what we want to do and everything else, but I want to cut it right there, and that makes it a 5 fixture, 5 bulb fixture. So, hold on. More to the story. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But that fixture, they're spread out more. So, plus we're getting away from the oak. Everything is oak here. Here's in the laundry room, oak. Kitchen, oak. Now, I will not let her get away, I will not give up my banisters. I will keep them oak. There was a lively discussion on that, but nah. So, but that's where I'm playing with right now. Tomorrow we will sit there and start setting the shoe base. I got to pull the nail gun out, get the caulk going, and I think the pneumatic caulk gun is, yeah, pneumatic caulk gun's right there. So tomorrow we'll be putting that in. Got a new wax ring to set the toilet in. That one I showed on YouTube a while ago. I don't like that brand. It was given to me. I asked somebody to stop and get a wax ring. It was given to me. We went and got another one. So, here it is, Tuesday night, and I'm still going strong after I beat the shit out of myself today on that floor. Well, maybe it's a couple of beers that are in me. Everybody have a good evening. Later. Hey, tubers. Well, today's task is getting the shoe base in. I just got this piece in. We'll start here, work our way around the vanity, over to here, and call it. And then we'll break out the semi-gloss white paint after we caulk and paint it. We were down at Richard's earlier. And let me pop open the drapes a little. And we took this 9 bulb light fixture and cut it down and rewired it to a 5 bulb. So, yeah. So, that's what we did this morning. The wife and I both don't like that one. So as I get more, I'll turn this back on later. Hey tubers, well the shoe base is in. Yeah, that was fun. This is all the scrap I got left from it. Yeah. I even did a little piece that I thought I wasn't going to do. Time to get the air hose out of the house. It's all there. It's there. It's under the vanity. I don't know, this thing's going screwy. I wanted the battery. Yep, battery's almost dying. And it's there. And that's a little piece I didn't think I was going to get in. But not a caulk. And put this thing on the charger. More in a minute. Later, guys. Oh, well, let's see if we got down here. Yeah. So let me get this on the charger and clean up and get ready to caulk. More in a minute, guys. Alright, got it all mashed off, ready to caulk, and then white paint. So there'll be two parts of caulking. We'll do this to paint the baseboards white. Then we'll have to, underneath the door trim to the floor, we'll end up caulking that and that. And at the same time, the base of the toilet to the floor. Once the toilet's back in it, we'll do those three areas to caulk then. So, but we're pretty much there. We just got to caulk now, and then the white baseboard will come down. Paint the white on the baseboards, I mean. So when I get more, I'll turn it back on later. Okay, tubers, this is it for today. It's caulked. So we'll let the caulk dry, and then come tomorrow. Well, tomorrow I got my live show, so we'll see if we got time. Wife and I still got to go pick out the paint for the walls, so we'll have to see. But it's caulked. It's ready for trim paint, and since it's coming onto the weekend, so we'll stop this video now. It is Thursday, and we will pick this up probably Saturday, and I'll be painting the baseboards. I'll let it dry Sunday, and then we'll do the walls Monday, and maybe start putting this back together on Tuesday. I still have to caulk underneath the door jamb, or the door frame where it hits the floor. There's about a 32nd of an inch gap there from me sliding the flooring underneath, and then around the base of the toilet. I always do that. So, but that'll be for another video. So yeah, tomorrow's live show at 2:30 Vegas time, and then Saturday I'll paint the baseboards. See if they need 2 coats. Got to paint the inside of the cabinet and the drawers, the back of this door, and the inside of the door frame. And so, yeah. And then plus there's Dizzy's show on Saturday, and then Hazy's on Sunday. So, got other things to do. But, yeah, it's coming along. I'm happy with it. So when I get more, I'll turn this back on. It'll probably be Saturday. Go ahead and load this up now. So I want to thank everybody for watching, subscribing, and of course leaving comments. Got some flooring left over. Later, guys.